on in here. Sit down, get you some wine, settle on down, let a load off. What's good, y'all? It's Kiera, and today I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing my 4 and 5 star reads that I read this summer that I just would love to experience again and truly enjoy. Let's get into it. The first book we're going to talk about is The Block Party by Jamie Day. Now, The Block Party is a story that brings you along the journey that comes to a moment where all hell breaks loose, right? And it's all based around a block of a neighborhood. The story is set in current day time, and you get to experience the drama as it plays out. So I love that some chapters start with like a neighborhood forum such as Nextdoor or any Facebook group that's community run. You know how those go. Please help me identify this person. They were standing outside my lawn and I caught them on my Ring camera. And then the comments are like, you damn liberals. And it's just like a cesspool from there. And you're like, how did we get here? Miss Betty was concerned about her safety, not politics. So the book heavily gives me Desperate Housewives type vibes, except it follows a mom and her daughter, which, I mean, when I was reading, I was definitely like, you know, this mother-daughter duo is pretty damn nosy. If I do say so myself, they need to sit down somewhere. But since it was a book, I was able to enjoy it. I suggest you go enjoy it. I can't give too much of the book because then I'll be giving you some of the good details that made me like, ooh, I like this book. So y'all go check it out for yourself. I enjoyed the audiobook. It was a good laugh and a good journey. And there was a little murder, you know? Next up, we have The One by John Mars. So I'm actually gonna do John Mars's all together. So John Mars, I read The One, The Passengers, and The Minders. Now if I would have just read The One and The Passengers, I would have been like, oh my God, y'all go get that book, go get that series, go get all of John Mars books. But I read all 3, and The Minders really upset me because I wasn't feeling the storyline. I thought I was tripping. I went on the internets and the Reddit threads to see that I was not tripping and that the book in fact did not connect with a lot of readers, and a lot of readers deemed it as a miss from John Mars. But that's okay. Personal note about John Mars, I've really grown to like him as an author and a person because he's in a psychological thriller Facebook group that I'm in, and he posts and interacts with his readers often. He loves to hear feedback. He's like a very cool dude, and he puts little Easter eggs in his books that have you be like, oh my God, he referenced us. Like, he even shouts out the Facebook group in one of his forewords for his book. But The One and The Passengers, I would absolutely read. The One may sound familiar because there was a Netflix, I think, series or movie that came out called The One. That's UK based, and it's basically like, what if your DNA could bring your true love into your life? What if you could meet the actual love of your life based off DNA? And of course, when you use science and intertwine science with love and all of this, things tend to get sticky. So we get to endure a few people's different experiences using that concept, including the founder or the owner, the lady who is actually running the business, who is performing this service. Think Ancestry, but with Hinge. You know, you lick a swab, send in your swab, and they say, oh, we got a match. And instead of the little leaf like on Ancestry, it's like a Cupid's bow, because I mean, they want you to fall in love, but what if the person's dead, or they have a criminal record, or they're married, or they're the same sex and you're used to opposite sex, or they're the opposite sex and you are used to the same sex, or if it's your best friend's spouse? Like, what happens after you get those results? It makes you do a lot of thinking. Although I don't really trust science all that well, so not like that. I don't really trust like robot cars and stuff, all that. I don't really mix and mingle my life with my husband with science. Read The One, and then you read The Passengers. Now, The Passengers was quite the freaking read. It's basically telling the story we get to experience, again, multiple lives. One thing I love about the John Mars books is that you're getting multiple points of views, And it's like the perfect number of multiple POVs, right? Because some will have so many that some authors will put like 87 different people up in there, will name them all kinds of Gertrude and Beatrice and Sally and Susie, and expect you to remember everything that they did. But John Mars just really wraps up nicely in a bow. And The Passengers is about a few different people who get in their respective cars. This is set in the future, dystopia, where cars are all driving themselves. And it's basically a law. It'd be like if they said, everybody gotta go buy a Tesla tomorrow. I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow, because I can't afford no Tesla. Y'all gonna give me some money for it, government? Okay then. But the book is set, and automatic driving cars are the law. So we experience, I think, quite a few passengers who get in their cars to go to wherever they're about to go, do their thing in their car. And then their car is hacked by hackers, because that's what happens with technology. And the hackers put everybody's GPS in the same location, and they are all expected to arrive at the same location and smash into each other and combust in 2 hours. So within the 2 hours, there's a lot of discussion going on about who are you, why are you doing this, what, and a whole bunch of stuff starts to unfold. Can't give away too much without ruining the excitement of the story, so y'all just go check it out. And like I said, not recommending the Minders. It was a good experience, I guess, to read, but I wasn't happy with the damn book. I just wasn't happy. Next up, we got The Chain. We have The Chain by Adrian McKinty. Now, The Chain, let me say this. I have read reviews on this book, and people were like, oh, it was just far-fetched or blah, 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 blah. But if you just like to be in for a ride, if you don't really care about, oh, this was a big plot hole, or, oh, this wasn't blah, 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 blah. If you looking for real life, go outside. There are kids. Well, I haven't told y'all the preface of the book, but okay. The Chain is a story. This is not funny. If this happened in real life, it would be very sad. The Chain, I'm going to say it in one sentence. It's MLM of kidnapping. The Chain starts off, a lady's kid gets snatched up off the street, and she then gets a call that lets her know that in order to get her kid back, she needs to go kidnap somebody else's kid. So when she kidnaps somebody else's kid, then her child will be returned safely. And the person who has kidnapped her child is also kidnapped. So she's kidnapped the main character's child in order to get her kid back. And this pyramid scheme of a process is known as The Chain. And if you report your kids missing to the police, if you report the Chain command to the police, if you do anything outside of kidnap these kids and give these people the money that they want, they kill your kid. That is not funny. I swear it's not funny. But the concept, as you read the book and as you learn about The Chain and its origins, it just becomes a little bit humorous. And for that reason, I recommend this book, because you will be like, what the hell is this? It has action. There is romance. There is dumb decisions. There is don't go in there type moves. There's just so much that happens. There's a disrespectful teen daughter, just hard-headed, or preteen, I guess. I don't know. But there's a lot going on there. So, great book to read. When you finish, you'll be like, oh, what the hell? I think the thing that I love so much about this book is, even though it's so far-fetched, it absolutely could happen. And I would not be surprised if a news story broke that said, pyramid scheme style kidnapping been happening for years. I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Oh, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, because that could have been bad. It was bad. It's a nice little read. It's not gonna blow your mind, but it will make you be like, this is a hell of a story. Hell of a story. And it might make you hold your kids' hands just a little tighter too. The next book is called Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier. And This book I read a little bit ago, so y'all bear with me. And by a little bit ago, I mean like last month. There's a lot going on. So y'all bear with me. But a lady takes her kid to like the outlet mall and they're shopping for Christmas. And then she looks down and her son is no longer there. Oh shit, where's my kid? He ran off with a Santa Claus. Who took my child? No, it's not as part of the shame. They didn't say you need to go kidnap somebody else. But a mother is looking for her son, Sebastian. You will know his name because she says it so many times. Sebastian, Sebastian. I have to do this for Sebastian. But we follow this dedicated mom as she goes on the hunt looking for her baby. She does whatever she can in order to find her son, whether he's dead or alive. So she hires a PI and finds out husband is having an affair. That piece of shit, ain't shit ass man having an affair. So like any sensible woman would do, she contracts a hit on his mistress. And that's all I'm gonna say about that book. And you know, you might be thinking, why not the husband? Hell, I don't know either. But things are not what they seem. And that's what makes this book so great. This was my 5-star read of the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you did. Let me know if you read any of the books, if you plan to read any of the books. I will be making this something that I do regularly. Not every quarter, not every season, but hopefully every week, every month, something, you know. I like to share what I'm experiencing with y'all. My Goodreads profile is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace.